get started so you can go wherever you want.
Cool. Hey, this is Jake from Jake's Board Reviews, and today I'm giving a rundown of what I've been riding the last kind of couple weeks, and yeah, just a quiver rundown. I don't have all my boards in the frame currently, so I actually have 4 boards that I'm currently riding in my quiver as like go-to boards. One is the MR, but it's got a fin box issue that I still haven't fixed since I've been traveling and stuff. I just kind of procrastinated that for a while. But anyway, let's break down the ones we have. So I'm going to start off with the one in the front. We have the Pyzel Phantom. Now, it says a shadow, but it's not a shadow. I think we've established that, so I'm going to click the link to my one review so you can see. And yeah, the Pyzel Phantom is just a really kind of fun all-round, more like small wave performance board, but also in that like daily driver category. So yeah, you can ride this thing in most like small waves. I mean, I took it out in pretty much nothing on some days recently. We haven't had much swell, and it just went really, really good. So I mean, yeah, big up to Pyzel for the Pyzel Phantom. I think with a larger set of fins, it doesn't feel, especially with a larger rake fin, it doesn't feel as good as like a medium set for me personally in this board, but obviously I got to try it out a bit more. I'm still in the process of reviewing this craft. So yeah, Pyzel Phantom, you got that double concave between the fins, just above the fins, and it's just like, you know, it's pretty much running through the fins there in the back, and yeah, it's just allowing, you can feel that lift in the back of the board. Allows you to go super fast through those like fatter and flatter sections, and just be like quick and reactive in some sections, like transitioning, and also on rounder turns, it's really good. So yeah, that's a Pyzel Phantom, wider tail block for small wave performance, and yeah, squash tail allows that release. So good overall board, the Pyzel Phantom. Alright, now next I'm going to talk about before I talk about the Beach Buggy 2, I'd like to talk about the Neil Purchase Jr., the Quartet. So this has fallen a little bit in the pecking order. I haven't been riding this as much, also because I've been away, but also, as you can see, it's getting older and older. It was pretty much already old when I bought it, but it still goes surprisingly. That quad set up with it's like a 2+2, so it's a quad, and I think you need a quad in your quiver. It just allows speed and flow, and just like a different feeling when you're surfing, not just that like standard traditional kind of shortboard feeling. So yeah, it's got this one has a round tail. They also do a squash tail version. Neil Purchase Jr. is a like cult hero, cult classic, known for his backside tube riding. Back in the day at Kira, he used to put on an absolute show. Kelly Slater a lot of the time says that he learned his backside tube riding from Neil Purchase. He took a lot of inspiration for backside tube riding. So there you go. He was one of the first with a couple other guys in that era. So yeah, he was the first guy to kind of put it on the map, one of the original OGs, and yeah, he's got this board. It's got that big nose. It's a pretty fun outline, like lower rocker, but this thing can go in kind of anything. Great also on the tube. Super fun board, kind of running also like a more like a bit of a double concave through the fins, and yeah, that seems to be quite a common theme for boards, and yeah, that round tail allows it to be super round on turns. This thing's pretty fast and funky. Like, it took me a while to get used to it, but once I did, I kind of fell in love with it. I'd like to get it like a mid-length size. I think would be even better. Just even allow extra hold, and you could probably take it out in like anything if you had it like in a mid-length size. Super versatile, great shaper. If you are up in the Northern Rivers, go check out some of his boards. I'll put the link in the description potentially, and yeah, just check out on Instagram, Neil Purchase Used and Abused Secondhand Crafts. Yeah, good overall boards. Alright, now to the last one. Well, technically the second last one, but for this video, we're gonna do the last one. This one is the Beach Buggy 2. Now, if you're wondering what this is, this kind of like weird looking waxy things, that's actually blue tack. So what you do with it if you have ear problems and you want a cheap alternative to kind of fix the problems in your ears, then blue tack is a good solution. Alright, so this board, Beach Buggy 2, kind of the description and the title of the board says it all. I remember the Baby Buggy 1 being a super fun craft, and the Beach Buggy 2 is no exception. So super fun. Yeah, you have like a squash tail, and yeah, it's kind of like thin in the back, so it allows for that like release. This thing is so surprising because I took it out in some really crap surf at one of the local main beaches, and it was small, like there was hardly anything. And I was a bit bummed. I was like, oh, I should have bought the Paizel Phantom. I knew in the back of my mind I should have, but and I was like, all right, I got this. So I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to just disappoint in an odd way, because I remember riding the Baby Buggy 1 in like some really small surf, and it still went really good. And even when I took it out in bigger surf, it was fine. They're just a super versatile. It's a super versatile board. This one's actually been creased, so I got it for like $50, which was a bargain. I've been running the mediums, medium Connor Coffin bro fins in it for the last 2 days. I rode it at a back beach today. It was about, I don't know, head high to just overhead. And yeah, the board felt alright. It didn't feel as good as opposed to this board when I rode it with the large fins. So the large fins felt better in this board. I was riding a large AM Stealth set from Shapers, Shapers Australia, which is like, you know, yeah, our Merrick template. So you have Shapers, you have Futures, and you have FCS, for example. And then you have Captain Finco. So there's actually 4 main ones in the market, and then there's the other like brands and stuff that kind of knock it off. Yeah, this board is like really, really fun. I'm saying yeah a lot because I feel like I'm getting some accents kind of mimicking from my parents who are from South Africa. So yeah, probably saying it a bit. I've realised recently. Yeah, this board is a great little piece of craft. Yeah, so I'd just recommend riding it with larger fins, but I'm surprised that this thing can go in small waves, and you know, that really surprised me. I took it out in some solid surf today, in junky kind of surf, and like a bit fun. No, I wouldn't even say junky, just like kind of shifty conditions. So when you surf a back beach, it's like there's no proper structure. It's just like whatever comes. So the tide went from like 0.9 meters to 0.4 in like an hour. There's some weird freaking tides going on in the East Coast region, and yeah, that just kind of funked out the surf. But just before that, I was getting some really fun waves on this. So yeah, I think even if it wasn't creased, it would have a bit more speed and flow. But I mean, surprisingly, the board still goes good for it being creased. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much me breaking down my quiver, and I'd say, yeah, that's I'm going to try that Paizel Phantom. A guy on YouTube said try it as a quad because it goes great as a quad, so that's lurking in the back of my mind. Yeah, so pretty much Paizel Phantom, as you can see in the frame. If you can't see it, I'll just put it up. This is a good small wave board, kind of, you can pretty much like a daily driver you can ride. These are all like kind of daily drivers, so the one thing I'm lacking in my quiver is actually a step up, which I'm keen to have, but I guess, you know, I got this Beach Buggy 2, which can kind of serve as like a mini step up. It won't like struggle when the waves are bigger. The Paizel Phantom can surprise as well, because the Paizalian 2 was also surprising bigger waves. And then the Neil Purchase Jr. is just like a fun little craft, especially I like riding it on the like local point breaks because it's also a locally made board. So the waves it's designed for pretty much like similar. No, sorry, I'll repeat that. So the waves it's designed for the board works around here. Anyway, that's the video. Got some kids screaming in the background. Thanks for watching. That's my quiver. Quiver. Jake's Pod.